Wednesday, March 12, 2025. Mental health is real. Seek help, end the stigma. On the news this afternoon, Governor Fubara meets shut gate as represent budget. FCT Nyesom Wike criticizes Governor Fubara's letter to Rivers Assembly over Supreme Court judgment. Police arrested killers of the SO of Adokia Amisiamaka State. Governor Siminalayi Fubara says he was at the Rivers State House of Assembly this morning to present the 2025 budget in compliance with the Supreme Court judgment, but met a locked gate. Addressing newsmen in front of the locked gate of the Assembly quarters where the lawmakers hold plenary, Governor Fubara said he made several attempts to reach the Speaker before his arrival, but was unable to do so. He said he expects to hear from them as they could be working on a letter. The governor said his recent actions are in the interest of Rivers people.
Before my arrival, there's several attempts by phone call to reach the Speaker and other members. I also did a letter personally which was transmitted to the Honorable Speaker for this particular invitation. But it's unfortunate that at the gates, you can see that the place is completely sealed and there is no sign that anything is going to happen. The reason why there's one thing to talk about, maybe
Governor was accompanied by the Secretary to the State Government, Chief of Staff, assisted despite his mediation. The President said he spoke with Governor Fubara on Monday on the news.
I put it more back in your court. It was privately, openly, and very only that they are told again, pursue the path of peace. I have total confidence in our judicial. They are sick. Please go back home and help him implement those recommendations.
Developing Niger and ensuring that people benefit from economic and infrastructural projects like new ports and coastal road projects.
Nigeria is just too big than any one of us. Determination, perseverance, everything that we can do to make it better. Community development is a matter very close to my heart, particularly concerning Rivers State.
Now, earlier, the Pan-Niger Delta Forum PANDEF delegation led by King Alfred Diete Spiff and Obong Victor Atta pledged their support for the federal government. They also urged the president to intervene further in Rivers State to prevent instability in the region. The PANDEF leaders in the delegation include the co-chairman. Board of Trustees Nyesom Wike has described as useless the letter written to the Rivers State implementation of the verdict of the Supreme Court on the political affairs of the state. But during a chat with journalists in Abuja, the FCT minister, who is in the Rivers Assembly, are not Governor Fubara's boys and should be accorded some respect.
All these letters you are writing is useless. You are not sincere. You are in the gallery. Everybody knows you are not sincere. A true politician will not do that way. Let me tell you, Mr. President was to present budget to the National Assembly. Assembly people were not happy for one thing or the other. We met in ESCO and they said, oh, they've shifted in one piece. It's not who playing to the gallery. Writing a letter to I've written
letter in a ruling delivered on Monday, March 10 to administration. Orderly who governed Rivers State from 1999, or the legislation, orderly who governed Rivers State from 1999, or the legal blockade, orderly its investigations for nearly 2 decades. In another development, President Bola Tinubu has formally requested the Senate to confirm the appointment of 5 nominees as resident electoral commissioners, RECs, for the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. In a letter addressed to Senate President Godswill Akpabio, President Tinubu listed the 5 nominees as Omar Garba Kanu, Saad Omar Bauchi, Chukwuemeka Ibiziako, Anambra, Mohammed Ngoche Biziako, Anambra, Mohammed Ngoche Borno State, and Owede Kosiom-Kuchi Ndidi as the Controller General of the Nigerian Correctional Service. Still to come, police arrest suspected killers of CSO of Adokie Amisiamaka Stadium. Stay with us.
and hospitals and consolidation. Schools and hospitals and consolidation.
On 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back, and now the rest of the news. The Rivers State Police Command has arrested 5 suspected kidnappers who confessed to multiple abductions, including the killing of the Chief Security Officer CSO of the Adokiye Amesiamaka Stadium in Omagwa and his son. In a statement, the command's spokesperson, SB Grace Iringekoko, said the suspects were apprehended following a coordinated operation by the Anti-Kidnapping Unit on March 8, 2025. The operation targeted criminal activities in Rupoko, Igruta, Omagwa, and Eche areas. Now, the arrested suspects were identified as 30-year-old Mohammed Bello, 26-year-old Suleiman Umar, 35-year-old Bello Ahmed, 30-year-old Adam Musa, and 22-year-old Abu. 2 AK-47 rifles, 6 AK-47 magazines, 66 rounds of ammunition, 3 locally made pistols, 10 live cartridges, multiple mobile phones, and SIM cards. And the police assured residents that efforts are ongoing to dismantle criminal network. In development, the Assistant Inspector General of Police, AIG Aishatu Abubakar Baju, says police force and about a senior female police in Nigeria sent Channels Television today. She said embattled Kogi Central lawmaker Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan that due process will be followed in addressing the concerns surrounding her suspension from the Senate. Ms. Axon's assurance came in response to Senator Natasha's appeal for intervention by the IPU at the United Nations over what she termed as an unjust suspension for the Nigerian Senate. Speaking at the Women in Parliament session during the IPU meeting on Tuesday, the Kogi senator recounted her deal, stating that her suspension was politically motivated and aimed at silencing her. In other news, some residents of Eleme Iweche Road in Port Harcourt Metropolis have called on the Rivers State government to consider the dualization of the road. Speaking with our correspondent, they said the road, when dualized with a good drainage system, will permanently address the challenge of flooding in the area.
The warriors. What if they got the gutter is not deep and it's very small? You understand? If they can widen the gutter and make it more deep, at least it will be okay. And channel it somewhere, not to just deep gutter, no channel.
The road is not wide. We need the government to come and make the road widen. Call here in the morning, there will be a lot of go slow motor no they come out. If the government can come and intervene, make the road widen, we will appreciate it.
Let the two come like that, and they're supposed to make the road so that it will contain 2 vehicles where they move to.
There's a lot of flood here once it rains. Movement will be very tough.
They also raised concerns over constant harassment by hoodlums, particularly at night due to the absence of street light.
This area is very deadlocked. But with the street light, it's going to be security conscious. The street light is actually going to be of help. Tonight, the area is not secured.
Our main government help us at least make them give us street light so that we fit the seafronts to make they like city.
Actually, street light is a part of development. When there is light in the night, if there is darkness, people that do business in Igweche will close early. If we have street light in Igweche, it can be okay for us.
There's unnecessary still in Nairobi. Watch it is evening time.
This Igweche road, let me just Igweche road. The security is very poor. Once you reach maybe 8:39, all these bad boys don't enter area, begin the whatever this market women. And government can give us a street light.
And now in business, the Dangote Refinery and Petrochemical Company is reportedly importing crude oil from international suppliers as it gradually increases production at its facility. Now, this is in the face of ongoing fresh negotiations of the Naira for Crude agreement with the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited and NPCL. The first deal ends on March 31st. Bloomberg reported that the 650,000 barrels per day refinery has recently sourced crude from the United States, Angola, and Algeria, among others. Now, since the beginning of the month, the Dangote Refinery has reportedly received over 3 million barrels of American crude, in addition to shipments from Angola and Algeria. In entertainment, our sister station, 95.9 Cool FM Port Harcourt, won the Radio Station of the Year at the 6th edition of the Galaxy Music Award, GMA. The station has won the award 3 times in a row. The award recognizes Cool FM's outstanding contribution to music, entertainment, and radio broadcasting, solidifying its position as a leading voice in the industry. The Galaxy Music Award, known for honoring excellence in the music and media space, continues to spotlight outstanding talent and platforms shaping the Nigerian entertainment scene. In sports, striker Harry Kane made history at Bayern Munich, confirmed their place. Striker's close-range finish in the 52nd minute was his 10th in Europe this season, more than any other English player has scored in a single campaign in the competition's history.
And now, we'll bring you news from around.
Foreign Minister Radoslaw Sikorski made this known a day after Ukraine said it's ready to enter into an initial 30-day ceasefire. US President Donald Trump says he hopes to speak to his Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin in the next few days as Washington officials prepare to travel to Moscow to discuss the offer. US Secretary of State Marco Rubio has said the ball is now in Russia's court.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
And that's a wrap on the news this afternoon. Before we go, let's have a look at the major stories. Governor Fubara today met a shut gate at the Assembly quarters as he attempted to represent budget. FCT Minister Nyesom Wike has criticized Governor Fubara's letter to Rivers Assembly over Supreme Court judgment. Police have arrested the suspected killers of CSO of Adokiye Amesiamaka Stadium. On the foreign scene, U.S. military aid to Ukraine has resumed. The news was edited by Martha Okene. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I'm Ifechukwu Moyele. Many thanks for listening.